All right. Superhero movies and Loot Crate. I don't hate that shit. I just like making fun of it. He said, you've mentioned in the past the only superhero you liked was Luke Cage, a.k.a. Power Man. No, I like Spider-Man too. Captain America, Iron Man. Batman was cool. More the comic book. On TV was, I liked that show when I was younger, but then it was just sort of silly, too campy for me. I liked the Heath Ledger Batman. And I loved that Christian Bale, even if everybody made fun of his voice, it fucking made sense that he would change the sound of his fucking voice. You guys know what my voice sounded like. If I had a 3/4 fucking mask on and I just started talking to you, you'd be like, dude, what the fuck's with the mask, Bill? Anyways, you should be excited to know he has his own Netflix series now. Get the fuck out of here. Luke Cage does? It's super popular and getting attention. Not just because it's great, but also because it's topical. It knowingly acknowledges the significance of a bulletproof African-American wearing a hoodie. Through the series, Luke engages with police officers who shoot him and leave holes in his hoodies. The police often interrogate and harass black people in Harlem who have done nothing wrong. Oh, I got to watch that. He goes, my questions are, do you still like Luke Cage? Will you watch the series? Yes. Do you think it's good to acknowledge Trayvon Martin and the Black Lives Matter movement in this way? Yeah, why not? When you watch those Pixar movies, they talk about global warming. They had the ant thing and they go, one ant's not tough, but if all the ants start moving, they could take us over. That was all about like the fucking Bilderberg people. If they can do all of that shit, why can't they bring up that stuff? I love it. Is that a good way to acknowledge this? First of all, who the fuck am I to say that? That's not an issue that has made my life like, I don't have to worry about my life. You know what I mean? So I would ask, why don't you ask black people that? Do you think it's good to acknowledge? Anyways, love your podcast and your stand-up. Greetings from Ontario. Yeah, I'm just like, I like when, as much as I like Superman versus Batman, all right? I like when they do the comic book stuff, and as much as the people can fly and they're fucking the size of an ant and shit like that, the more reality that they bring into it, the more grounded that they keep it, the more I like it. And I know Superman versus fucking Batman, they're like, Jesus, how many people did they fucking kill? That never entered my mind. I didn't give a shit. They're like, they did billions of dollars worth of damage. Who gives a fuck? My favorite thing was they were saying that superhero can't be out there acting unilaterally. Like they didn't like that Superman was going around just helping everybody, regardless of whether they would trade with the United States or not. And I just love that the United States felt that they could claim Superman. It was fucked up. I guess he got adopted by United States parents and he did get a free education. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? You know what? I stand by the American government on that one. No, but the more that they can bring in like just the real world reality, I think that shit's great. And the dark, in the comic books, isn't it always like dark, depressing? They're fucking loners. Like, I never liked the X-Man thing. It just sounded like a bunch of whiny teenagers to me. They didn't go dark enough or make it adult enough. It was probably for teenage kids. Who's kidding who? It probably wasn't for a fucking bald 48-year-old male. We got to get these guys. This is our demographic. These are the guys that are going to buy all the fucking swag. I actually, when I was a kid, I read comic books, and I really liked the drawings and the different ways that they would go about it. And when sometimes they'd take up a whole page and they draw something, or they'd have like 3 of the squares would all like a bullet got shot, and they just show where it went and stuff. Like, I really liked it, and I thought it was incredibly talented in that thing. But I stopped short of like dressing up like them and having like a fucking lightsaber fight. You know what I mean? I guess that's where you lose me.